You're listening to Hey Pal, What's New with JohnAlex and Greg. Hey Pal, What's New is a product of Sack of Sin Entertainment. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all other social media platforms. Hey Pal, What's New can be found on Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and all other podcast locations. Or check us out at sackofsin.com or heypalwhatsnew.com. Warning, Hey Pal, What's New contains explicit content. JohnAlex and Greg are a pair of vulgar Gen Xers. If you are easily offended, please stop listening and go download a nice tame podcast like
The Multiverse Fancast.
You Have Been Warned.
I was gonna be like, it's the me show. It's the me show.
I had to put the privacy curtain up. Don't want nobody walking in on us again.
What is that?
What is what?
Oh, the little squeak.
Oh, that was my headphones too close to the microphone.
Oh.
Ready?
Oh, we're professionals. Hey, everybody, it's Hey Pal, What's New? I'm Greg, and that's JohnAlex over there.
Fucking diapers. I shit my pants every day. I can't walk. I can't hump. You know? Go ahead and kill me, you cocksucker.
You know what? I can't tell if that's a clip of you from last week or from the movie.
It's just like it's the real person.
Uncanny. Never mind the uncanny X-Men. It's the uncanny Gregory.
I know. Hey, man, some of my freaking impressions are on point. Yeah, but yeah, anyway, it's Sunday night at the CCC. Put on the AC, brother.
It's not. It's a little fan. But at least it gets the breeze going up your leg.
It does. I just felt it. Ooh.
It's the only blowjob you get in here.
Delicioso. Sunday night, CCC. We had a visit from the family. They came in and said hi. We were not going to eat Carvel on the air. It did sound good, though.
I could go for a nice Carvel. I could use fat, fatty treat.
A fat, fatty treat with the extra jizz on the top. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, but we'll get into that later.
Sprinkles. Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Yeah, happy Pride. I forgot about that. Yeah, it's June 2nd. It's Happy Pride. What's that one that keeps going around? It's just like Happy Homophobe Miserable Month or something like that.
Happy Miserable Homophobe Month.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, suck it. Suck it whenever you want it.
Wow.
But anyway, yeah, so we're here, we're queer, we're not going to disappear. We're going to start it off the way we always do, man.
We're going to take out our cocks.
Yeah, we're going to sword fight. And,
woo! Lightsabers.
A quick docking moment. So what's new with you there, queer boat?
Fucking car shopping. My daughter sends me like 100 texts a day of like cars she finds. She's like, oh, how about this one, Dad? How about this one, Dad? How about this one, Dad? And we finally, I think, found one. So the guy who we went to, dude, is like, he's like, I don't like to fucking waste my time with people. He's one of those guys.
Oh, well, don't sell it on Facebook Marketplace.
He wasn't. Somebody who works for him put it on Facebook Marketplace. And then when I texted that guy, the guy's like, oh, here, call this guy. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. So I text him a couple of questions. Like, hey, look, before I'm asking about this car, is it possible I can get the Carfax report, the VIN number, so I can run the Carfax report? So I could just see the history of the vehicle, and I know that there's recalls on it. I just want to see how many of those have been addressed, and I could see that in the Carfax report. And he fucking calls me.
Oh, he's one of those guys.
He's like, hey, you, listen. He's just going on and on. He goes, you really seem like you know your shit and like you're pretty fucking thorough. And he's like, he's one of those guys.
Maybe he's the same guy from the grocery store last week.
No, because when I got to the place to like look at the car, and he's like, hey, oh yeah, and I put my hand out. He goes, oh no, and starts and does like a bow, and the woman who works for him is like, he doesn't touch. He's germophobic. I was like, oh yeah, okay, cool.
All right.
And then later on, she's like, yeah, I'm sorry. He's like germophobic. He doesn't touch people. Doesn't shake hands, anything like that. And I was like, I get it.
No, that's hey. Look, if you want to buy a car from somebody, buy it from a germaphobe.
Yeah,
because at least you know the car's not going to have a dead fish in it or something.
He's got a whole like a used car lot over in Hopewell. So, but I was like, she's like, yeah. Usually, some people are like, when they find that out, they're like, well, all right, fuck this and leave.
Well, because they won't shake his hand?
Yeah. I was like, well, fuck them.
Do the fucking shit bow. Did you ever watch Curb Your Enthusiasm?
No.
There was one episode where Larry David, he learns that like the deeper you bow, the more respect you get.
Oh yeah.
So like somebody was bowing, but he didn't bow. He goes, "You gave me a fucking shit bow."
Shit bow.
The whole thing was a shit. One of my old bosses used to say that was a total fucking shit bow.
Oh.
Well,
I'm very tired too because the wife and I spent a lot of time doing yard work today.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh look, we worked so well together. It went so well." I was like, "Yeah, you told me what to do and I fucking did it."
Yeah.
That's all I want is like, tell me exactly what you want me to do and I'll just do it.
That's how I am when I have to do stuff. Like people are always like, "You want help?
You want me to put a pillow into your ass?
Yeah.
Just tell me."
They're like, "You want help?" I'm like, "No." Because anything that I do wrong is going to be wrong and sad. And, just let me do my thing and, leave me alone.
No, it was a big thing because, Kate, my wife, she doesn't ask anybody to help her with anything.
No.
The fact that she's like, "Can you help me do the gates around the garden?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." I was like, "I told you I would. I've been waiting for you to." She's like, I asked you to help me. Please just help me. I was like, "Okay." She's like, "I don't need a whole fucking blow by blow." So what about your week?
My week was pretty, same thing. Not out I was out in the yard, but we a lot of housework. We got freaking old Gold Tooth doing out the
Gold Tooth Sabino.
Oh, I love that guy. He's so funny, man. He's just like, he just comes out and we're shooting the shit with him. It's actually the first time I actually sat, stood there and had a conversation with him. We were talking about all kinds of stuff, but we had our driveway paved, repaved, because it's so funny when you get it paved. You're like, it doesn't seem like you need, like, I was like, "Mom, it's not like we have potholes or something."
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, "Well, everybody," like, he's got a fucking racket, dude. He does everybody in that development. So it's just like, and then you look over and that person has their driveway paved and you go, And you look at your driveway and you go, "I should probably get my driveway. Hey, could you do our driveway too?" And he's just like, "Yep." He did it one day. It was,
we get that every now and then here. You get the guy who's like doing the guy up the street's driveway, and they come down like, "Hey, you want us to redo your driveway?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, we got the truck. We got all this shit." He's like, "I don't have to set up a whole new thing. We could just come on down and do it."
He does the landscaping for everybody on our road. Everybody
He used
in
to
our
do my
neighborhood.
mom's.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to do your mom's. 2 at a time.
Shit.
No, but I had that. And
No
then,
going to the parking lot, Ma.
we actually purchased a hot tub.
Oh, too hot.
Yeah. Dude,
I don't know
it's
if
in
I
there
still have
somewhere. I don't know. Let's take a look. You gave me all. It was like Christmas. That's not it.
No. I think I might have gotten rid of it with something else.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But anyway, yeah, it was.
I think I got rid of it with.
How will you explain that? A dead man in your bed still smelling of cum.
And that's what your hot tub's gonna smell like.
I know, seriously. No, but yeah, we ordered a so like I had to Saturday I put it together, which it reminded me of like you got Manal and the Chooch upstairs.
Oh, hold on, gotta put it up. Here we go.
Chooch report. Chooch report. I gotta write that jingle. The Chooch report. The Chooch report is where it's at. Yeah, Chooch. Yeah, Chooch. Pineapple. Anyway, so, but it's so funny. It reminded me of like when you have little kids and you're building the swimming pool, the little inflatable pool. They're both standing there like, "Is it ready yet? Is it ready? What's the temperature? What's the temperature? What's the temperature? I'm like, fuck, I just come on, it takes a while, like, but I got that done, and then we actually got canopies and stuff with like mosquito nets, and I had to put the tents up and all that shit. So
I like my peas with carrots.
Yeah.
Even if they are in a can.
Exactly.
Can of peas.
Can of peas.
I'm so fucking stupid.
Double guns.
You're talking about a canopy, and I'm talking about a can of peas.
I get it now. It just went right over my head. Oh,
you gotta smoke.
I gotta smoke the weed and then plant the seed. And then, it was just a lot of like, just doing a lot of, it was a nice weekend. It was, it was delightful out. So I was, but I actually finally got in the hot tub. It took forever to heat up. It's still not even just, I think it was like almost 90 degrees at this point. So
we used to keep ours at like 93.
Yeah, I put it for 95, but it was like you start it and it's like 60 or like 55, and then you fill it and then you put the heater on, and then it's just like, is it 95 yet? Is it 95? No, it takes fucking like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And then I had turned it off. There's a whole freaking rigmarole. But anyway, we finally got it set up, and I I took a nice dip in it. It was about 90 degrees, and I was like,
my balls in it.
it was delightful, man. So it was nice. It was nice. So I got to relax and do that shit. But other than that, man, what do we got for the news, brother?
Hold on.
Where is it?
We started looking at this button. I'm like, what is this button?
I gotta admit, you were great out there today.
Yeah, what's this one?
I don't even like when my balls are in somebody's mouth, okay? It gives me the wrong type of chills.
We got lots of treats.
There we go.
A bucket of his diarrhea.
Hey, we found it.
John, you got any news?
I don't have a lot of news, but the news I got will make your pubes curl.
I feel like I got like freaking. Look at all this. I got so many treats today. Now I gotta figure it out. I just gotta remember my good ones.
I can't remember what I gave you.
You gave me the whole fucking deck. There's everything in here.
Oh shit! Strap in, everybody.
Even you got.
Bloody damn it!
I got it all.
Wow.
Yeah, I got.
I
all
don't
the
even have the
treats.
bologna sandwich anymore.
I don't know what happened. I walked in. It was like Christmas morning. I was like, oh my god! I got all these sounds.
Strap in, everybody. We're in trouble. Well, I got a nice.
Oh shit!
And now our next hymn will be Iron Butterfly by In the Garden of Eden by Iron Butterfly. No, it won't. Because Doug Ingle's dead. The last surviving member of Iron Butterfly.
He got stamped out.
So I guess they won't be going on tour anytime soon.
I mean, are they one of those bands? Did they have anything besides In the Garden of
Vita?
Vita?
No.
No.
Did they? Let's see.
Are they one of those bands that like, what's that band? I stop the world and melt with you. Modern English? Is it Modern English?
Oh my God.
They had, I heard a concert where they played that song twice because that's the only song people know.
Well, that's like the Proclaimers have that song 500 Miles. I saw them live at the like Z100 birthday bash.
Yeah.
And they played that song 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
3 times.
I don't know. There's other ones here, but
I mean, the single version, the remastered version. Get out of... I want to know this one. Get out of my life, woman. It's a love song.
Oh, yeah. This is total psychedelic music.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not high enough for that. I'm not high.
Are we on the pod? Are we streaming right now? It looked like we were just a page or something.
What?
Yeah, see? What the hell's going on here?
No, that can't be.
Well, it certainly is.
Oh, shit.
I don't know.
Gregory.
Let me check over here. Let me look on the YouTubes over here.
Oh, we're not streaming.
Certainly is.
Oh, shit.
No, I don't know.
Gregory.
Let me check over here. Oh, no, we're live chatting over here.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. That's just the fucking Facebook feed that's like all fucked up.
Yeah, fuck.
Look, there we go.
Chatting over here.
Okay, we're good. We're good. We're like 10 seconds behind.
Such fucking
Anyway.
assholes.
So yeah, put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Yeah.
I'm more upset about the fact that apparently we're not getting Yoda in the Acolyte. They said they're staying away from all those.
Good. We got a Wookiee Jedi. That's all we need.
That's all I need. I don't need anything more.
It would make sense that, how old was Yoda? He was
900.
900 years would be. It was 900. Why do I sound like Kermit the Frog getting fucked in the throat?
It's very similar, yes.
Well, it's the same guy, Frank Oz.
Yeah, page turners, they were not. So I mean, he could. It's so funny, like when you think of like Disney Star Wars now, it's just like, oh shit, we got to put a fucking Yoda in there somewhere. We got to put a baby Yoda in there. We got to put fucking young Yoda in there. We got to put Yaddle, all the fucking Yodas.
I don't know. Maybe we'll find out who all those people are.
We never know.
We'll find out more about the Yodai.
The Yodai. Yeah, I remember. I know Yaddle. Do you ever know Yaddle, the female one? Yeah. Look, I'm excited. We were talking about TV before we got on mic, where it's like
so much coming. I haven't watched much, but
I don't have anything for TV, only for the fact that like I know in June it's just gonna be like boom, 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 boom. It probably we won't watch
like a blowjob every night.
Oh God, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Gonna put the fucking Burger King hat on. We're gonna be fucking rocking and rolling.
Put the Jar Jar mask on.
Ooh.
I was so tempted. I was at the Stormville flea market last week, and somebody had a fucking Darth Maul mask, and I was like, "Oh, I want to buy it."
Oh, the Darth Maul mask? Oh, I thought you were gonna say a Jar Jar mask.
No, if I find a Jar Jar mask, it's mine. We can sit here and do the show. You could be fucking Darth Maul.
Unlimited power. Yes,
You could be the Emperor. I'll be Darth Maul.
Okay, that'll work. Finally, we can reveal ourselves as true. Happy Pride Month,
Always
everyone.
two there are.
Yes.
Anyway, in remaining news, my last bit of news, I'm going to pop this on the screen for those people actually watching. We have gotten a peek at the Wolverine popcorn bucket. I never thought that like fucking merch from a movie would be such a big deal.
You could fit my cock and balls in there.
I could put my ass on it and take a shit inside that. I think I might.
Yeah,
I hear Wolverine's in the sky. I love how they did with the butter in the commercial.
Oh yeah,
down his face like he's getting a fucking facial.
Fucking Disney now is just like, all right, we give up.
Wow, Disney always kind of subversively did things like that. Like, have you ever seen The Rescuers? The mice.
Oh yeah.
There's a scene where they're riding like the fucking rail car down around the buildings, and they go past one window, and there's like a woman topless, like washing her hair.
They always try to sneak one in, but yeah, I think now where it's like that old saying of like, there's only my way or the highway. Now they're starting to see like, all right, well, what's your way? Because we're not really doing too well on some of this stuff. But is it Titty Woman in The Rescuers?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I remember pausing the VHS just so I could see the naked woman in the window in the background.
That is insane. That's like freaking. You better freaking. I don't know. We can't really put that up. We'll get fucking taken off YouTube. But
you can Google "rescuers topless woman." That's all you got to do.
And look at the freaking mouse in there. He's just like,
yeah.
He looks like Wolverine in that picture. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Now here's the question: do you think they're gonna do a Deadpool version of that?
Yes, absolutely.
They think as well. They should. But
they amped it up with the Wolverine one, and in a couple of weeks, I guarantee as we get closer, they'll do another one of those for the Deadpool one.
Yeah, it's just plain silly. I mean,
it is.
The whole popcorn bucket thing is like a huge thing now.
It's. I mean, I guess that's how they're supplementing the money that they don't get from the movies from people not going to the theater.
Yeah,
I mean, got schmucks like me. I had someone at work asking me, they're like, "Oh yeah, I wanted to get the Ghostbusters trap." I go, "I got it." And they go, "You do?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I'll ask my kids if they have any left over there." And Mila was like, "No, on our inventory, it says we have one, but nobody can find it." And she goes, "Which means somebody stole it."
Yeah, I mean, it's. Yeah, there's a bunch that I was like, but I don't have the room for them, so I'm like, I can't have. But they're great. Like, I remember the Scream one. I wanted the Scream one. There was another, obviously we have the Dune one here somewhere,
It's under the Emperor mask.
Oh, that's right. It's
right there in the back behind me, right?
Well,
there
all we can see is
that's the Chinese food container from Kung Fu Panda 4.
Yeah, we'll have to build a shelf and put all those on there. But yeah,
I just gotta get rid of my 3D printers and shit and just put them up there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, find a place to put those.
We'll figure it out. It's always a work in progress in the studio. You know what I'm saying? But
so I'm taking Wolverine off the screen because somebody just done his face.
Yeah,
and that's really all the news. There's not a lot of news going on. You know what the news is?
What's that?
In the next week, we'll have new fucking shows to talk about. That's the news.
Oh my God! Now we're talking. Let's see. We're talking. Acolyte is Tuesday.
Yep.
Then
is this one of those Tuesday at 9:00 it goes up?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
It's one of those things where it's prime time now, so which is cool. It's not to wait till midnight, because it's usually midnight on the West Coast, and then it's like 3 a.m. So you're like, but like I think it'll come. 2 episodes they're dropping at the same time, so they'll have that. Then there's like mid-June. There's like House of the Dragon. Yep. I think it's the 12th. The Boys is like the 16th. The Bear is the end of June, where they're just going to drop the whole season at once. So, I mean, it's going to be ridiculous. So we'll have lots of TV news to talk about. Starting like by next week's episode, we'll be
House of the Dragon, Acolyte. I Am Celine Dion.
Get them kayak.
Fucking Presumed.
Mayor of Kingstown, my ass.
Oh, I watched that. That's what's his name? Fucking Jeremy Renner.
Oh yeah.
Takes place in like fucking Rhode Island or some shit like that.
Fucking Rhode Island and shit. Oh,
there's a lot of shit coming.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking the Bear, House of the Dragon, Acolyte, and the boys.
Yeah, those are
They're
ones I
all
really give a
like,
shit
and
about.
they're like coming out with like a week in between each other. So it's like, okay, we're gonna be fucking full bore, which I love. I mean, I've been needing this. Like I said, I don't have any TV at all, but movies. I did actually do a couple late to the parties.
Oh yeah, well, what'd you watch?
Well, let's see. Where can I start?
Let's get into it.
I did see the.
Hey, how you all doing there? This is a great party. Love your hair over there. Hey, I just checked out this new movie that was on the HBO Max Prime. Have you ever seen that brand new movie, Goodfellas?
I'll just leave it at that. That's a long one.
Did you watch Goodfellas?
Hey, you want a grape drink? Exactly. No, a couple of movies I did watch this weekend since I didn't have my ladies. It was just me and the Manal. Oh, I feel so bad for her. I forgot to put that in the what's new. She went. She had to go to Jersey for something. For a work thing. So she was coming back and she's like, "Do you want White Castle?"
Oh,
Because there's the one in Nanuet that's on the way there. I said, "Does the Pope shit in the woods?" Is the bear Catholic?
crave case?
Yeah, so she got a bunch of them, right? Like she got maybe like we had a bunch each. So she had some. I had zero problems. She got so sick. She's still sick.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
sick in the hot tub.
Not sick in the hot tub. That hot tub actually made her feel better because she was like, okay, I can just freaking. But yeah, she's still. When I left, she was just like, I'm freaking.
Her stomach just ain't used to the White Castle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was like, you gotta fucking.
She can't hang.
The belly bombers, man. You gotta freaking rock those. But I ate them like
frozen.
No problem. I don't know where all my stuff is. I look at him. He's like,
Fucking diapers. I shit my pants every day. I can't.
I'm frozen, Gregory. What the fuck?
why are you frozen?
I don't know. Let's just go. It'll just eventually catch up.
Yeah, it'll catch up. It's all right. We can still hear you, right?
Yeah.
Studio. There he is.
Oh, boy. So what did you watch?
So
Late to the party, boy.
The first one I watched. Is it was on both of these. A couple of them were on Max. So the first one was The Iron Claw.
Oh,
Hilarious.
hilarious! I bet it was.
Holy shit, dude. I mean, I know that the Von Erichs.
Did you bring a box of tissues to clean up your jizz?
Oh my god, it was just like it was a great movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was really good. I mean, Zac Efron was freaking awesome, and even what's his name for the bear? I can't remember his name now.
Who was also in Shameless?
Yes, he's always going to be lit from Shameless for me.
Okay, I've never even watched Shameless.
Oh my god, Shameless was great. Shameless got to the point where like it had way too many seasons, and they were so ridiculous. It got to the point where it was like, stop. Yeah. Like, there's no way the people could be this bad. So, yeah, I mean, it's just tragic what happened to that family.
Well, hopefully you'll watch something a little more uplifting.
No, everything was just it was just a downer. Everything. I mean, definitely Iron Claw. I would give 4 out of 5 pals.
Oh yeah,
it was heartbreaking. It's not a movie I'll ever see again. The guy that they had playing Ric Flair wasn't that good. No. But the whole Von Erich family. Just the tragedy that happened with that whole family. You're just like, God damn it. And he was saying like, well, it's the curse. And his girlfriend, I guess they got married, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, no, seriously, like my freaking my kid. And the end. Oh my God. I hope that when I die, I take a fucking boat, and all my loved ones are on the other side. I was like, get to see his little brother that got electrocuted, and the thing is, oh my God. I was just like. That was so fucking... And then you just see him hanging by the... fucking spoiler. I mean, it's freaking whatever. But...
Please.
Holy crap, dude. It was delightful. But hilarious. It was just, it was rough. But... and the father, I mean... you would think that the father was like one of those like Joe Jackson, like fucking go get a switch and beat me with it.
Yeah.
He wasn't. He was just... he wanted his kids to wrestle.
Yeah.
And... it was all the brothers like just vying for daddy's attention, and he was kind of like, all right, you're the best one right now. You're third, you're fourth, so he ranked them. But other than that, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I think when I watched it, we talked about the Inside the Ring or the whatever that
Dark Side of the
Dark
Ring.
Side of the Ring that they did on them. I don't know if you've watched that.
Yeah, I watched that before this, and that was pretty. I mean, but now at the end they talk about how they have a whole family, the whole family's together and everything. It's so it's a sort of happy ending, but at the same time, it's
I'll take a happy ending.
Fucking hey, dude! I knew going in like it was just like, oh boy, this is gonna be rough. Did you see any movies? Nothing. All right,
not a movie here.
It's freaking all on me then. All eyes on me.
For me, it was all TV.
Okay, so I'll do my movies and then we can do TV. We can do that. The second one late to the party that I watched because all of a sudden I was like, I need something to watch, and I got a thing on Netflix. It's like, oh, Godzilla -1 is on Netflix now. I got to see that. Once again, hilarious.
That fucking guy is like, none of this would have happened if I had just shot.
Oh, that wacky lizard. It was the first. I was never a big like Godzilla, you know, like even the what do they call them? The Toho or Taju or whatever. The Godzilla movies with Mothra and all that shit, like Godzilla versus Kong. I remember
watching them on the weekends when I was a kid.
Yeah, it was like the old kung fu movies, man.
Yeah.
And what's funny about that is when you watch it on Netflix, I watched the English dubbed with subtitles. Now, I should have just watched the Japanese one, but it was like watching an old kung fu movie where it was like, hello, today we're going over here. You know, like
I watched it just Japanese language with subtitles.
Yeah, see, I should have done that, but it started when I started it. It was I was waiting for the subtitles, and they just started speaking English, and I was just like, oh, I thought this was Japanese with subtitles. And then I look, and I was like, oh, I could pick. I'm like, I'll just put the subtitles on, fucking whatever, you know, like, but I mean, yeah. I mean, that guy, I was teasing because Manal was watching it with me and she could give a fuck. She was just like, this is whatever, you know, but
Whatever,
I'm like,
you fucking nerd.
Yeah, but I'm like, oh my God. Like, it's funny because I would have loved to have seen it. The one that they did where it was like Godzilla -1 minus color.
Yeah.
Where it was all black and white. That would have been cool. But I watched it and, the main character, like that dude had a fucking rabbit's foot up his asshole. Like, he would just be like, He runs into Godzilla. I was like, I think he was the only guy who ran into Godzilla like three or four times and survived.
Yep.
And then at the end, you know, I don't know if where's the spoiler thing?
No, that is definitely not it.
Now I can't stop it.
Jesus Christ, Greg.
Oh, here it is. I'm gonna do this since it just came out.
Yeah, but the movie itself has been out for a while.
Yeah, but if you're a sucker ass like me that waits for everything to go to streaming, you think like
we don't want to upset Kevin.
He gets onto the mechanics thing, and then the Godzilla shows up, and because he doesn't have the balls to shoot, they all die, and then it's this whole tragic story and then the girl like she she's not my wife. He won't commit to her, and then she pushes him out of the way, and then she gets blown away, and you're like, holy shit. And then at the end, miraculously she lived. So you're like, oh my God. And then at the end, like his whole plan was he was going to be he was the kamikaze pilot.
Yeah. That
chickened out and like flew to the mechanics. I'm having problem with my
plane.
Or as the version I watched, there's a problem with my plane.
Jeez.
But yeah, you know, like he dodged that. So finally he was like, I'm going to be a kamikaze. And when they said, oh, and one more thing, I mean, you knew it was going to be the fucking Batman, the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Like, oh, and one more thing. Yeah, they put an ejector seat in it, so he survived. But, of course, they did the whole bubbling thing. Like, he's going to be back, you know. But
Godzilla always comes back.
Godzilla! Godzilla!
Okay.
Mothra!
Mothra!
Yeah, I just, can I cry?
That's me.
Oh, okay. Yes, you can. Yeah, I mean, it was... definitely, I would say another 4 out of 5 pounds for me, man. I was like,
too.
Highly impressed. It's doing well on the TikTok.
And you saw what I meant when I said about the fucking Godzilla looking weird.
Yes,
it's very awkward.
Fuck you, because I watched it and I'm like, I'm seeing him do it, and I'm like, all right, so he's Godzilla. He's gonna walk slow, right? And he's gonna step. Now, here's the thing. It's kind of like the zombie thing.
Yeah.
Godzilla's coming at you, and he's walking real slow. And he's got his little T-Rex arms, which I thought was adorable. And then he got his little blue boners to shoot out his fire
Get out
thing.
the fucking way.
Go left. Everybody's like, you're like, just turn right.
Yeah.
He ain't going that way. Or he might go that way. You don't know. But if he's coming towards you, fucking move.
If you make a right and he makes a right, then make a left.
Yeah. You can kind of time where he's going to be walking, you know? I mean, if you're in the way of that fucking blue devil freaking thing, whatever, that's, you know. But yeah, I mean, the characters, I think my favorite one was the Doc. The guy with the crazy hair that like, comes up with the whole scheme and stuff. And it's just, it was great, man. It was so good.
Play frisbee, man.
Hold on there. What are you talking about?
I left your toys over there. Where's the little like electronic cable too?
I got this double mic.
Did I leave you the cable, the little headphone cable?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I don't know what I did with it. Oh,
you
here
like,
it is.
You like to fidget with things, so I leave you little toys.
I need like my little fidgety things. Like I got this clicky thing.
That's why I put it over there.
A blue duck. I painted a blue duck because I always wanted to see a blue duck, and anyway,
Painted the duck blue.
Happy Madison. Anyway, yeah. So then the last one I saw.
This one better be hilarious.
Oh, this one is a fucking humdinger.
Ooh.
I got to remember the name of it because it's one of those like blah 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 blah. It was
here. Let me help you out.
Thank you.
Someone's ground behind. Someone pulled this picker out, and now they're in a bind. Play with it.
He's a very naughty boy.
Oh boy.
Fucking Max. First they put out Spacey.
Yep.
On what was it? Spacey Unleashed or whatever the fuck it was called. This one is Fallen Idols. Nick and Aaron Carter.
Oh, where's the Harvey Weinstein doc?
Seriously, I think that's next. Max
Probably.
loves to talk about the freaking naughty boys, man.
The old boy do that.
This one is about, the Carter family. Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. They go into that whole thing. All right. And then like they cut it. It's a typical 4-part thing,
Ugh.
So, but it was like 40 minutes, like kind of that. It was cool because they concentrated on Nick first and then Aaron. So apparently, allegedly, and it was the same thing as the Spacey one where like, the Carter family just, Nick Carter put out this freaking thing like he declined to be interviewed, but like there was no charges against him, and blah, 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 so blah, blah. But yet Max can still be like, all right, let's throw this guy under the bus, right?
Sure.
Whether he is or he's not.
We're just presenting what came out in the case.
These
Public
are
information.
Exactly. So Nick Carter was, still is. I mean, I know he's got a family now and kids and a wife and everything, but like, he liked to scrape, rape.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, like this one girl who was
Allegedly,
right? So the whole story is about, obviously Backstreet Boys, huge. They're still he's still out there. He's still doing his thing. But they talk about, when he was in his 20s, so like early 20s, he obviously was there was another band, and I forget. The name of the band was Dream.
Right.
They were an all-girl band. It wasn't like Making the Band. Like, remember when Diddy talk about fucking, naughty boys? Fucking, it was just trite full of naughty boys. There was this girl group called Dream, and there was this one girl in there, and the music industry, especially back then in the early aughts with like the boy bands and the girl bands and all this shit. They were young too. Dream was they were really young.
Wow.
Good lookers. But it was like
Holly 13, Melissa 14, Ashley 13,
now
Alex 13.
Thank you for pulling this up because the girl was Melissa Schumann.
Okay.
She was 14 at the time, right? Nick Carter, I guess at that point, like around early 20s, right? So she tells a story. I mean, like in the music industry, especially back then with the girl, but it's like, Britney was dating Justin Timberlake, and this one was dating this one. Like the record company was like to the girls in Dream, like, you should date one of these fucking boy bands so you can get more popular. And this Melissa girl was like, well, I have a boyfriend. I don't want to date anybody else. But like, yeah, you should probably, because Nick Carter, he said he wanted to talk to you and hang out with you. So, long story longer, she meets up with Nick Carter. He provides her with alcohol.
Of course.
So she's never really drank. She's like one of those good Christian family kind of thing. She's a virgin. Nick brings her back to his swanky freaking Miami apartment and proceeds to get her drunk and get her all over all over himself. Basically, and she tells this detailed story about like how he would they talk about how she's like, he wanted to go down on me and I've never had anybody do that, and I did. It was just grossing me out, like the fact that he just put me up on the sink and just started blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and she was fucking 15.
Fuck.
And she says he got me on the bed, and then I felt something go inside me, and she was like, oh my God, what is that? What do you put in? He goes, it's all me, baby. I was like,
oh,
ew.
Shit. That's gross. That's a guy who's watched way too much porn.
Yeah. So basically he did that, and she never said a thing.
Talk to women.
She never said a thing. It was the typical. And what always pisses me off, this is one of my rants, always pisses me off. She tells her family, now, as a father,
I'd
like
fucking
yourself,
kill that guy.
Exactly, right? He goes, well, she told me about this, and, I knew I didn't say anything because of her career. Fuck that shit. I'm telling you right now, as fathers of daughters,
yeah,
if one of my daughters came to me and said so-and-so fucking raped me, that kid would be dead. That kid would have a baseball bat to his fucking head. I wouldn't even shoot him. I'd kill him slowly.
You hear beep, 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 beep.
Yeah,
and you
exactly.
hear my safe open up. That's all you'd hear.
Oh, yeah, seriously. But all these parents, the fathers are like,
no.
I wanted to protect my daughter. No, you didn't. I would have fucking went to that house and cracked his skull open. I'm sorry. But anyway, so she never says anything for the longest time. She's all fucked up. Her music career was basically done. Right. Oh, what he did, what was fucked up, is that
as if fucking raping her wasn't fucked up enough.
Yeah, so they kept trying to pair them, and she's like, I don't want nothing to do with this guy. He's a fucking creep. I don't like him. So finally, her music, Dream, she left the band Dream, and she was trying to do it on her own, and she was struggling, and there was this, Lou Pearlman, that guy, he was involved real deep. Jeez. That fucking creep. They go to her and say, look, Nick Carter wants you to do this duet with you. And she's like, I don't fuck, do I have to, is he going to be in the room? And they're like, no, he's not, and she went in the studio and did this duet, and then they try to drag them up, and do this duet. And she's like, I don't even want to look at this guy. He makes me sick. Blah, blah, blah. Cut to, she finally decides, all right, I'm going to tell my story. She writes this big blog post describing exactly what I described.
Right.
And, of course, all the people, I stand with Nick. She's a fucking money. She's a gold digger. She's a whore. This, that.
Victim blaming.
Victim blaming. And basically Nick Carter and all those guys were like, if I raped her, why didn't she do a duet with me? See, he did it as a fucking alibi.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, oh, I'll do it. That way if people come back to me and go like, and that wasn't even the one story. Another 15-year-old, they had this compound in Key West or down in the Florida Keys where every Carter kid had his own house.
Holy shit.
And they had golf carts, and the parents could give a fuck. The parents were like, keep the money train going. I don't,
Epstein Island.
They got divorced, the whole rigmarole, and they had golf carts, and they were drinking, they were smoking weed, they were doing meth, all this shit. And one of the Carter daughters had a best friend and said, hey, you should come with me, keep me company because it's just crazy. My parents are getting divorced, blah, 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 blah. So she goes down. So she's drinking underage. She's 15. They're all fucking giving her drinks and she gets wasted and all this shit. And they have this boat, this yacht, and they go out in the Florida Keys and they do this. So Nick Carter's on there with a bunch of his buddies.
International waters doesn't count.
I guess not, right? So he fucking rapes her, basically rapes her, gets her fucking shit-faced, and she's like, what's going on? He fucks her, right? And she's just same thing that happened to Melissa Schumann. But they're on this boat, he dragged her into the back and this, that. All of a sudden, and she's like, I don't know what happened. I was just in a black, I was drunk, and he's fucking me. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm too young. Blah, blah. And then afterwards, when he's done, she starts hearing snickering, the hatch on the boat on the top was open, and all of his friends was watching Nick Carter fuck this 15-year-old.
Oh my God.
And she was devastated.
The accused.
Yeah, it was fucking disgusting. And then you talk about Aaron Carter, like you look at Aaron Carter, and he had a problem with drugs and alcohol. Like he had this whole thing. He was always one of those guys that was like, you'll never be as good as Nick. You're never going to be as good as Nick, even though he was super, doing well on his own and touring and do all this shit. And he got mentally fucked up, because he was just, his brother would beat on him all the time, and like the whole family, that they had that reality show that was a disaster. But what the cool thing is that Aaron got close to the 15-year-old that was raped by his brother. So, they got close. They kind of dated, but they were around the same age. Like it wasn't like he was like 25, she was like 15. It's disgusting. Yeah. So Aaron decides, he gets on and he goes, fuck that, I'm calling out my brother. And he gets online, and then he starts talking. He had Melissa Schumann on his, I guess it was Periscope at the time. Right. Saying, I'm going to set the record straight. My brother's a fucking rapist. He's a piece of shit, blah, blah, blah. They never respected me. And then, like, he would, poor Aaron, like, they would get to him, and then, like, he would recant it and then come back. And he got all fucked up. And you saw him near the end. He was just a disaster.
So he died from he was drunk, from a drunk drowning accident. He was drunk and drowned.
Yeah. I mean, I felt so, Nick Carter, I'm sorry, he's a fucking scumbag, if he's doing all this stuff. And apparently it wasn't even, he got, like they all got into trouble because they had no fucking structure. No. When you make more money than God and you're a teenager.
I don't think God really needs money.
He doesn't really.
No.
We always say that, more money than God. God doesn't.
No.
Does God pay for anything? No. He makes it.
He makes it.
If he wants a fucking Miller High Life, he'll make it himself.
If he wants a Carvel strawberry shortcake sundae, he's just going to out of thin air.
That's right. I mean, he turned water into wine. Jesus Christ.
Stop. I want ice cream now.
I know, seriously.
Start taking that ice cream.
We'll have to go on a Carvel ride. Anyway, but yeah, that was, if you really want to get pissed off, just like the Spacey one. Well, the Spacey one was kind of penis touching shenanigans. This is fucking child rape. It's disgusting.
So it wasn't a movie. It was a show. It was. You said it was 4 episodes.
Yeah, it was like a. Yeah, I was almost tempted to put it in TV because it's in that gray area of like.
Well, because the thing I watched was a TV show, but it was 3 episodes.
Oh,
that were like 40.
We could have done TV.
40-something minutes each, and it didn't fucking need to be. I had such high hopes for this. I watched Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok cult.
Now, I was confused when I saw that title because it said the 7M TikTok cult. I was like, the 7 million?
No, 7M is the... Okay, so these girls and guys wind up going to California, getting hooked up with this guy. I forget what his fucking name is, but it's a management company called 7M. But the guy who runs 7M is a minister at a church, and it's like him and his kids and wife, and... It's basically it's a fucking cult. It's everything you've seen in every cult movie. And the crazy thing is like when you're first watching it, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. They're getting into how they all got there, but it all centers around this one family. And it seemed like almost in the end a promotion for their TikTok dance channels, because they talk about like, oh, with all this is how we've gotten over it and moved past it. But the girl's sister's still there. And this guy, like, people came out of the woodwork, and one woman was like, I saw this, and I was like, this guy's still fucking doing this? She was with him for, this woman was in a cult with him.
Okay.
That he ran. It was a fucking cult for 23 years.
Was it a religious cult, or was
it?
Yeah,
it's this, I wish I could remember the name of it. It's like Shinao or...
Schindler's List?
Yes. Fuck.
Shitbow? Shitbow University.
Let me just 7M TikTok
cult.
He's a church guy.
Okay.
So my fucking throat.
So he was a church guy that on TikTok he would get girls to dance.
It wasn't even that. They did all these really cool dance videos, and he was like, "Oh, you should come." They met up. The one girl met up with this guy. And then he brought her into the church. It was a fucking cult. And was like, yeah, but we do all this with the church. And, they show you how, like, all the money they're making off of TikTok, the church gives them, like, $100,000. But then it's like, okay, as you make the videos, we get that money that you're paying us back. But then you're also giving us, 10% for this for the church, 10% for this for the church, 10% for this, and a 20% management fee. And they were like, we were lucky if we got like, a couple $100 a month at the end of it. And it's like,
so this
they're
renting
renting
these girls out and just
and the house that they're living in, they rent it from him, so they're paying him rent on his place to work for him. The one woman had been like, and again, she's like, I was with him for years, and then he started like, I'm the God man, I'm the man,
I'm the God man.
I wish I could remember what he called himself, but let's see, I don't know. I'm trying to remember the name of the church.
I don't know.
The Shania.
The Shania Twain?
Shekinah?
The Shekinah pastor.
Shekinah pastor Robert Shin. Of course, he's,
He's a foot doctor. No.
Yes. Founding pastor of Los Angeles-based Shekinah. Shekinah, that's how you say it. The Shekinah Church.
Shekinah.
And this woman helped him with the Shekinah Church, cut off ties with her family, all this shit. And then he was just like, well, I'm the link to God, and you have to, he wants you to do this. And he started fucking raping her. Like every fucking cult. He, started with massages and then started with, jerk me off. And then it was like, I'm going to fuck you. And we'll come to her room at night and fuck her.
And it's always, like the thing I was thinking about that with Spacey and this, and that, it's like, these people can, well, I don't know about the vagina cult, but like, Shekinah, whatever the fuck they're called, Shekinah vagina. These people could pretty much, Nick Carter he was slinging it.
Oh, yeah.
But you could,
that's him.
Yeah, I think I've seen a picture of it. It was one of those things where, like, with certain documentaries, like there was that Ashley Madison one that I was thinking about watching, and Manal and I, we both agreed that we're like, this would just piss me off, so I can't stand stupidity, where people go, I signed up for Ashley Madison. I have no idea. I didn't have no idea it would be breached. Come on, dude. Seriously? Or the people that just put their real fucking names on there, like,
oh my God,
no, but it's completely safe. You're like, you're a fucking idiot.
But don't worry, I signed you up for Ashley Madison.
Oh, good. Yeah.
But anyway, it was 3 episodes, and by the end, like, I'm just like, it's like them talking about the people, the families, and the people who got out of the cult talking about, like, well, this is what I do now, and this is my dance thing, and this is what I've done, and I have to get past this, and it's all about them and not about the cult anymore. And it's like, so this is all about you. I get it. And I said to Kate, I was just like, can I please just fucking shut this off? I was like, it was like halfway through the 3rd episode, and I was just like, I don't need to I don't want to watch this. I can't even hate watch it. And she's like,
can't even hate watch it.
She's like, no, I need to see it to the end. I was like, why?
Yeah,
why?
My girl Kat's just like me. She loves the fucking documentaries on this shit. Yeah, and Zoe's coming over this weekend.
Yeah, there's my boy Kevin.
Hey.
I was wondering what Kevin was. Kevin's the man.
Yeah, K-Dog.
But yeah, I would literally, if I'm being kind, I would give it 1 out of 5.
Wow.
That's how fucking just bad it was.
And they're promoting the shit out of it, too.
Yeah, it was.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is, Gregory. It's shit. So the other TV, again, no big surprise. I'm revisiting still fucking Battlestar Galactica. Fucking Katie Sackhoff.
Katie sacked me off.
Who also plays Bo-Katan.
That's right.
She's in Battlestar Galactica.
That's where she got her start.
Oh, it's just such a cheesy good show. It's so bad and so fucking good at the same time.
It's kind of like X-Men 97, where you're just like, to me, my X-Men. You're like, this is cornball, but I'm like, I can't stop watching it.
It's just so cheesy, so like, but again, it's early 2000s. It's, you gotta.
Yeah, why not?
It's so good.
I mean, they can make $1 million. We talk about James Gunn doing Superman, and I will still watch those fucking Superman 2.
Oh, yeah.
And just, the special effects are dog shit.
Oh, yeah.
But it's the best.
And I'm watching it, and I'm just like, you know what's nice? I put so much time between the last time I watched it. Mm-hmm. I don't really remember all of what happened. So it's almost like I'm being surprised by things. I'm like, oh, that's fucking right. This happens.
Yeah, I did that like with Walking Dead. They would do a marathon like right near the end and stuff, and I wasn't watching it from the beginning.
Right.
But like I'd pop on it, like I'd be flipping through the channels and I'd see an episode and I'm like, oh shit, yeah, I remember that. I remember that, dude. You know, they had that one guy who came back, like Rodriguez or something like that, from like season 1. I was like, wait, he was in season. I don't remember like at that. I don't remember any of that. And then they showed him, and I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. It was kind of like, yeah. No, I was thinking of something else. Oh, because one of the movies I put on, I didn't talk about it, but Manal never saw Boogie Nights. And
Did you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me. No.
This is the giant
This
cock.
is a giant cock.
And
You want to kiss me? You want to kiss me on the mouth? Oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, it was flipping through it. It's one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh, yeah.
And I put it on, and I'm thinking like, oh, you've seen this a million times, right? Like, just like me, and I'm watching it, and Manal's just like, what's going on? And I was like, wait, you've never seen Boogie Nights? And she's like, no. I'm like, oh, honey, strap in.
Strap in and strap on.
I'll tell you where it was. I started it right when the New Year's Eve party where freaking William H. Macy goes in and blows her up. And she goes, what the fuck is this movie? And I'm like, wait till you get to the firecracker scene. And she kind of was like, watch it. But she was sick, right? She had that stomach thing. So she was like, I can't. And I was like, but wait, you have to wait to the end where he pulls out his cock and goes, I'm a star. But she missed it. She was in the she was
So, of
sick.
course, you rewound it for her.
I put it on pause and left the part where his dick comes out. And she came walking out. I'm like, check that shit out. She's like, oh, God damn it. Yeah, so, yeah, good time. It's always funny when you just assume.
Yeah.
With all these movies, like, you're like, oh, you've seen this 1,000 times. And she's like you? No, I've never seen this movie. And you're
Yeah,
like,
I do that with my son all the time. Every now and then I'm like, wait, you've never seen Pulp Fiction? He goes, why would I, unless you've fucking shown it to me, no.
yeah, because it's a movie where it's like an 80s movie. It was like us in the 80s. Our parents were talking about movies from the 40s.
Oh, shit.
That's the space right now, is that, we talk about 80s movies. It's like, Casablanca for that. Like, I could see, like, kids 2024 looking at movies from the 80s going, this is stupid. But I swear by any of that stuff that's out there. My kids can watch. I have convinced my kids to watch certain fucking movies.
Well, I still give Battlestar Galactica fucking 5 out of 5.
Oh, as well you should.
Anyway, are we moving on?
Let's do it.
Lots of stuff.
You do a lot too.
I guess that one thing on mine came up because of Babymetal.
Yes. Well, I did see that you did added some stuff.
I did.
You could talk about some of those stuff. Well, let's get to the meat of the matter. Everybody's talking about this Eminem song, Houdini.
It's Eminem. I like it.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's I have a hip hop playlist on my Spotify that I made myself. I curated it myself.
Right.
And I realized after listening to it one day on a Friday, I was just like, here you go.
I find myself walking around the house going, Giz,
Yeah.
I find myself walking around the house going, abracadabra.
Yeah. Yes, kids, it's a fucking Steve Miller song.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, apparently his new album that's coming out is called, like, The Death of Slim Shady.
Yep.
So, I like the video more
I haven't seen the video.
The video is good because he kind of battles his old self. Like, he's got the blonde hair and the...
Well, now I got to watch it.
Yeah, we'll pull it up after the pod. It's quite... He puts on the Robin suit again and all that shit. So it's a nostalgic thing.
I'm liking it. I really like this song.
It does. I mean, he's been on obviously... I mean, I didn't realize in my hip-hop playlist how many fucking Eminem songs. I was like,
yeah. I just put that... I didn't put it on our list, but I had that song on my favorites. Because, I don't know. They were talking about it a couple weeks back on something. I was... What the fuck? It's the one he does with Busta Rhymes, Calm Down.
Oh. What album is that from?
Black out, niggas. Oh, my Lord. I want the casket down. Sprinkle the ash
And then when you get to the Eminem,
Up in Clive Davis's driveway with his personal memoir saying he's pie waving a 9-8 picket sign making his ride making it.
I mean,
It's so good.
all you got to do is listen to fucking Rap God. I mean, that song is just ridiculous. I mean, I realized I always knew he was great. He could spit some bars. He was an amazing rapper. His last couple of albums and songs, he kind of just dropped, and they're like, they're all right. Like, it's not like, it's when he goes back to that kind of, that Slim Shady kind of deal.
Yeah.
So it sounds like he's kind of doing that for this. So I'm like, all right, well, it's definitely better than some of the later albums that he put out, but still, he always puts out great stuff, know, and I really realized, like, I think when he got inducted, as much as I said, like, with the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, I'm like, you're putting fucking rappers in there, like LL Cool J and stuff, which, whatever, it's a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, why are you having rappers? But now it should just be the Music Hall of Fame. When he got inducted and he did, like, a medley of his stuff, and the guy just does, I'm like, how does he do that? Like, it's just constant, and he doesn't have, it's not like the Wu-Tang Clan where you could just go to another guy and another guy and another guy.
It's all him.
He's got one hype man. Every even single go, they always have a hype man.
Yeah.
That's just like, yeah, go tell him, yeah. I want that job.
Say it, Shady.
Yeah, say it, Shady. But yeah, no, that was definitely, I definitely recommend that one. It's, I saw that you also put on there, Sublime song?
Yeah.
Now, this is what his son, right?
His son is singing. It's it's sublime. I couldn't tell if he sounds like his son because he sounds like his son, he sounds like his dad because he just sounds like his dad, or if he sounds like his dad because he's trying to sound like his dad. I'll just throw a quick second or two.
Days I've been listening to the ocean and the breaking of the waves. What once was a remedy now fades away. Give me the lights, turn on music.
I mean, it's sublime.
Yeah. I don't think it's I know he had a band and career, that nobody really paid attention to.
No.
But he was doing his own thing for a while, and then he kind of and now it's like a way, like, I mean, he died. His father died when he was like less than a year old.
Yeah.
So he never really knew. So it's kind of like the whole, I compare it almost to like Creed,
Yes.
Like he's trying to connect with his father by doing his music, and the other two jackasses in Sublime are like, oh shit, okay. I mean, they were doing Sublime with Rome.
Right.
This is a little bit more, it's kind of creepy because you see him and he's like, shit, he looks like him.
Yep.
He sounds like him.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. But I mean, I
Very
support
good
it.
song.
It's not, I don't think it's a cash grab as much. It's just, they're just like, they waited enough, until he was in his,
something played.
I don't think so.
Weird.
Just weird. It's a ghost in the machine, as they say. Okay, so yeah, you had that one on there. You also had Babymetal.
Yeah, it's not really baby metal. It's a song called Rat-Tat-Tat-Tat. Rat-a-tat-tat.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
It's Babymetal. I even wrote this down. It is a high-energy collaboration between the Japanese kawaii metal band Babymetal and the German electronic core band Electric Callboy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's...
Is it bad shit?
I don't know. It came up on my For You, like not For You, my like recommended For You.
For you.
For you. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Because I've listened to like K-pop shit and Babymetal on my favorites in the past.
Yeah. It was cool.
It's a good song. It's a fun song.
Yeah, it's a good stuff, man. I mean, this is stuff, like I said, 2024 playlist, Spotify. Look it up. Fucking get on this shit. Some of the things I had on here was our buddy Bobby Roberts from Cardboard Dreamhouse. Dropped another single, Yesterday's Time Gone. Put that on the playlist, good friend of the show, good friend of the pods, got some new music out. We always support that shit. Other than that, I did find this other band, that, like when you're on your Discover and they recommend these albums. That's how I find these, like, Couch Slut, Goblin Cock, bands like that. I'm just like, well, with a name like Goblin Cock, I gotta hear how they sound.
Hell yeah.
I found this one band on there that just put out something recently. It's a band called Castle Rat.
Yeah.
If you could pull them up, just you don't even have to put the song on. But, all right. Look at the album cover. I know the people can't see it.
Boobies.
Think about when did this album come out?
Oh shit! I did something wrong.
You look at that album cover and you go, okay, when did this band come out? When did this album come out?
Let's see. I lost it. Oh, there it is.
There's Castle Rat, right? That's the band, as you can see up top.
Wow.
I saw that picture, and I was like, okay. Into the Realm. You look at that album cover, you're like, all right, when did this come out? Like 76?
Nope.
It came out this year. That's the singer.
It's a woman half naked, covered.
With a sword.
With a sword standing outside what looks to be like an old castle.
Remember we talked about Dio with his documentary and he had that album with that band Elf?
Yeah.
This looks like it straight came out of fucking 1976.
Dagger.
And they're from Brooklyn, obviously.
Oh.
This album just came out. They've had a bunch of singles. And if you look at them, the singers, they look straight out of freaking... It's just...
They look straight out of the fucking Briar Patch.
Yeah, and you listen to it, it's like stoner doom metal,
you know what it reminds me of?
Sabbath-y kind of shit.
It reminds me of my sister's ex-husband's band.
Oh, yeah.
Dark Ages.
Dark Ages.
Or when I worked at the video store with Justin. Justin, you there? Justin? Guzzo. Guzzo, which was the owner's band. The owner of the video store, Bob Guzzo. He had a band named Guzzo.
Dude, why not? If I had a last name Guzzo, I'd come out with that. I mean, I love bands that are kind of a throwback or just doing something different. Oh, wow. Guzzo is on the Spotify?
I don't know if it's the same Guzzo.
26 monthly listeners. They got more than me.
Fuck Me, I'm Dead. They got one song, Fuck Me, I'm Dead.
That's all you... And it's only a minute 27.
This can't be them.
I don't know, but, I mean, put that on the playlist. Fucking Guzzo. But anyway, yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, I love it already. That's a great album cover, too.
Yeah, it's a guy fucking huffing paint.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's that guy from Florida who got arrested for huffing paint, and that's his mugshot.
Dude, Guzzo, where are they?
Where's Guzzo?
Put
I don't
out
even know if
some
this
new music.
is. I don't even know if this is the Guzzo.
No, they're from L.A.
Yeah, they're from L.A.
Groovy, grimy, crusty hardcore from L.A. I'm down with it. I'm going to follow them right now. Oh, God. So anyway.
Awesome. Castle Rat.
Yeah, Castle Rat, Guzzo, Eminem. And what else do we have on here?
Obscurest Vinyl had a new one.
Oh, yeah. What was the latest Obscurest Vinyl?
Old Dong New Tricks.
Old Dong New Tricks.
I love it, the song where he's talking about squeeze it, twist it, smack it around. It's like, he's like, I'm fucking old. My dick don't really work. You got to beat the shit out of that thing to get me hard.
That's right. Put on some... Yeah, I mean, other than that, really just some other stuff I didn't put on the playlist. I mean, because it's more of the same. More singles from 200 Stab Wounds. Fucking love that band. Wow. There's some thrashy grindcore goodness. Kitty put out another song, One Foot in the Grave. That's the way they do things now. They just do single, keeping that algorithm. The Messengers, they have a new album called Some of It Was True. I do like the Messengers. They are good. They are delicious. And if I can find it now with all my new treats on here, let's see if I can find that damn thing. I was like, where is it? I don't know.
I think I updated the software.
I'll just do this.
Come on and suck it. You know we've got flat.
For the iPhone. Hey kids, Crowded House has a new album out.
What?
Gravity Stairs.
Can I help you, sir? Yes, what is this? Huh? This is whack. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
I thought you were dead.
Dear Lord. I mean, look. Don't Dream It's Over. Something So Strong. Those two songs. Awesome. Guys, come on. You're starting to get Billie Eilish a little bit. Could you put out a fucking up-tempo number? I didn't even... Old Dong New Tricks. Yeah, good stuff. Why's all these things start with...
sounds like fucking Depeche Mode.
Yeah, I will say with Obscurus Vinyl, they do all these different things.
I love that they have different like genre sounds.
Yeah. So other than that, that's pretty much it for them. And the only thing I want to say is we were talking about the Skid Row debacle with Sebastian Bach. Oh, I think we did talk about that. Where the guy left. They have Lizzie Hale from Hailstorm.
Yeah.
They did a couple of shows, and she fits like a glove, man. She's fucking great.
Like a glove.
She's delightful.
And she's easy on the eyes.
Yeah, it was true. But yeah, I mean, we already talked about that. So yeah, but the old Sebastian Bach is still like, hey guys, I'm here if you need me, and like. She'll probably go back. I mean, she's got Hailstorm. I mean, but whatever. But
yeah, and Trump's got 34 felonies on him.
34 in a row?
In a row?
In a row.
In a row.
Jeez. I mean, come on. Yeah,
but he could still be president.
Isn't that amazing? That he could still be president.
Can he, though? I thought you couldn't be president if you have felony.
No, apparently you can. Like,
holy shit. Oh, my God. I think they just sealed the deal for him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, man, where I live, there's a lot of freaking Let's Go Brandon signs. So,
where I live, there's a lot of fucking Trump.
Oh, boy. And we haven't even talked about down
up in
south.
Here in Touchless County.
Oh, in Dutchess County? Really? I thought it was just the
Trump.
The Putnam. See, they're everywhere, man.
They're everywhere. The Trumpers are everywhere.
There's Trump signs all over. You would think I was in the Deep South.
You are.
I guess I am.
Somewhere I got my Donald Trump flag. I should get it and put it up in the studio here. It's I think I got it for you, and I don't think I ever gave it to you. It's Donald Trump, but they put his head on fucking Sylvester Stallone's body in Rambo. So he's holding the fucking gun.
What is it?
It's a flag.
Oh, it's a flag?
It's about this big. Oh. It's like a 2-foot by 3-foot flag that I bought when I was down. Because down in Myrtle Beach, there's like this hammock store. But now it is the Trump Superstore.
You were telling me about that. We talked about that's when Mila used to go over and say, "Hey, white boy."
What's up, white boy?
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, good times. Well, we did it again, man.
We did.
It was a very light, very chill episode. We're tired from freaking doing manly shit out in the yard. But hey, man, we'll break next week. We're gonna talk about some fucking Acolyte. We're gonna have some more TV, some more.
Yeah.
And I'm actually watching movies, not in the theater, but I am watching movies.
Yes.
So.
Well, I do want to go see that. In a violent nature. I so want to go see that.
So do I. I was tempted to go this weekend, and I was
too.
But it's supposed to come out on Shudder, but I don't think it's come for another month or so.
And there is something I'm going to watch. So listen next week because I want to watch this movie on HBO. That's a documentary about MoviePass. Do you remember MoviePass?
Yes, I heard. I actually listened to a review on it on the way here.
Because people in the Regal Unlimited subreddit are contemplating, like, how long is this fucking Regal Unlimited pass going to last? MoviePass fucking came and went. But the problem with MoviePass, and I'll finish with this.
Yeah.
I used to scam the fuck out of MoviePass. I would go to the theater and go, can I have a gift card? Like if a ticket for a movie was $15.25, I'd be like, can I please get a gift card for $15.25? And they'd be like, sure. And then I go, here, and I give them my movie. I would say I'm going to see a movie. I would give them my MoviePass credit card that they give you, swipe, get a gift card. And then next day, every time I'm in the mall, I would do that. So I'd have like $100 worth of fucking Regal Cinemas gift cards, and I hadn't even seen a movie. And then when I wanted to see a movie, I was like, yeah, I got everybody. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was going to dive into that, and I did hear a review on it, like how crazy. But we'll definitely watch it.
Yes, I'm going to watch it. We will watch it and talk about it.
Yeah, we'll bring that up. So, yeah.
So stay tuned for that and 34 felonies.
In a row.